Do the shimmy.
The shimmy around.
Alright, so my name is Jacqueline Aurora, and I'm reading Britney Fairweather, and I'm emphasizing these things for purpose. It's Britney Fairweather's Tall Tales. It's a book of short stories about a teenage girl with an overactive imagination. And that's pretty much the build up to that. So this one is Britney Fairweather and the Dark Cloud. Today's assignment for my extracurricular photography class is to walk into the field behind the Hollington Heights High School and snap pictures of whatever inspires us. Whether it be a twig, a leaf, or a piece of litter, we need to find a way to capture the image so that others will be able to see the inspiration in the photo. For the 6 others in my after-school group, the natural go-to is the rose bush that lines the fence. Amateurs. Hopeless, uninspired, unimaginative, uncreative amateurs. Being known for my originality and marching to the beat of my own drum, I, Britney Fairweather, vow to take a different course of action. Turning my back on the others, I walk in the opposite direction, into the field of nothingness. There's not so much as a dandelion for me to snap, but that's perfectly okay as my heart is just not into flowers today. The further I walk away from the roses and the group of unoriginal teens, the less I see. There's one circular patch of dead grass amongst an otherwise healthy lawn, so I snap a picture of that. Not really inspiring, though. I continue onwards. Adjusting my lens and other fun digital SLR camera settings, I rapidly photograph things in motion. A plastic bag floating in the wind, a bird flapping its wings to gain height. I even pick up and drop a helicopter leaf and snap multiple shots as it twirls back to the ground. Chancing a glance back at the others, I hope to see if they're having better luck. Their photos, if processed correctly, will likely be beautiful, but beautiful isn't enough for me. Those roses even have the perfect backdrop of sunshine and shade to highlight all the right contours and shapes. I have a dark cloud over my head, preventing me from playing with the light in such a way. It's darker for me. Looking up to the sky just to curse it for being so mean, I realize that quite literally, I have a dark cloud over my head. It's about 10 feet in circumference and looks like it's about to strike me dead with lightning. Sorry, Mr. Cloud, I shout, waving my hands frantically as if to get its attention. I'm usually a big fan of rain, but I didn't wear my favorite yellow polka dot boots today. The other students shake their heads and snicker in dismay, but otherwise they ignore me, as per usual. If you part just a little, I continue my one-sided discussion with the cloud, maybe a little sunshine will peek through and I'll be able to get a good shot of light versus dark. What do you say? The already dark cloud turns black and cackles loudly in a thunderous roar. I've clearly offended it with my suggestion to part. Before it has the opportunity to strike me with its bolt of energy, I run like the wind out of its path. Fortunately, it misses me, but it doesn't give up on its relentless pursuit. Never in my life has a black cloud hovered over my head the way this one is. Figuratively, maybe, but not literally. It doesn't matter how hard I try to dodge the cloud, it continues to follow. Dashing to the right, and then again to the left, I zigzag as much as possible, but still, I can't shake it. Fine, I yell. No sunshine for me. I get it. Like an old man, I shake my fist at the sky. If it's going to strike me with lightning, let it. Then I get the genius idea to lie on the ground and point my camera at the cloud. How cool would it be if I got a picture of lightning as it came toward me? Sure, I might die, but I'd be legendary. Bring it, Mr. Cloud. I can handle you. As I wait for death, I begin to snap photos. Another rumble from the sky, though not as furious as before, tells me that the cloud is amused. Not only does it lighten to a paler shade of black, almost gray, but not quite, it also breaks open just a tad, and out pops the thinnest ray of sunshine. I must have taken over a dozen photos from as many angles as I could get without actually moving my body, lest I inadvertently offend Mr. Cloud again. Just when I am about ready to call it a day, one single drop of rain comes flying toward me at high speed. I rapidly click my button again before moving the camera out of the way. I'm not as fortunate as the drop smacks me directly in the middle of my forehead, but c'est la vie, it's only rain. Normally I'd challenge the sky with a line about that being the best it could do, but given the expensive equipment in my hands, I decide it's best to keep my mouth shut. Standing up and readying myself to take cover, I look up one final time. It's the polite thing to do to thank the cloud for giving me such amazing shots. To my surprise, however, the cloud is gone. I am standing in an open field on a very sunny day. It may have been all part of my elaborate imagination, but the little drop of rain still remaining on my forehead says otherwise. I guess we'll see how the photos turn out. Either way, I'm inspired. We may not have magic, but, we have candy, so come see us over at Morning Rain Publishing.
War of the Worlds 2030 by Stephen B. Pearl. Human hearts and human minds battle to survive against the hatred of a distant world of bigotry and despair. And please enjoy Stephen's other fine works. Available through Amazon. And for more information about Stephen and his works, please visit www.stephenpearl.com. That's www.stephenpearl.com.